All right, I think we should be good right now. I thought it was live, but I guess not. I'll promise I'll get better at this OBS. Are we in, K-Dog? Is that all right? How's the music? Is the music too loud? If it is, let me know. To always red. I hear new music. I hear new music. Okay. What about now? Any music? You hear some music? Market opens in 2 minutes. No? No music? Okay. Yeah, I think I've got a little bit of okay. Yeah. All right, so I thought I was live, but I guess I wasn't. Keeping it simple today. Yesterday, man, that was crazy. We have PTSD from yesterday. I'm not taking a long at the open. VIX is too high, too elevated for a risky long trade, but I'm waiting for the market to either drop here and I take a long, or we get up here and I take a short trade. And when the market's irrational, you will get your sets up. You just have to be a little bit patient today. The market is open 6:30. We are trying to rally. Yeah, my nose is like an absolute tap today, so you'll have to be a bit patient with me today. We're trying to rally. We saw this rally because one of the Fed guys came out and said he's open to cutting rates in December. So that's changed the forecast for the December meeting to 53% now, of a chance of a rate cut. So let's see. Right now, the market is trying to rally. We will need, how far is this? 173 points. Yeah. If you're taking any trades today, make sure you size down. You're going to have to keep a bigger stop as well. I'm keeping probably a 60-point stop today because these pivots are just irrational. The market's totally irrational right now. So you're going to have to keep a wide stop, and you want to make sure you keep your risks low today. There's no point in trying to revenge trade. If you lost yesterday, you lost, right? A lot of traders lost. Majority of traders lost. Unless you caught something from here as a short, you literally lost, right? There was nothing you could do. This drop, nothing we could do with that drop. It was 1,000-point sell-off before we saw any sort of support yesterday. Look at the point. Look at the volume profile. The pointer controls all the way to the top. That means there was no volume. It was just all one time frame move. Is a big player just jumped into the market and sold everything. So yeah, don't be kicking yourself if you lost yesterday. I busted one account yesterday. I busted an account. This ATR right now is 105 on a 2-minute candle. So, man, you're literally going to jump in and trade today and you could be stopped out within a minute. So this is why I'm saying hopefully this volatility can start coming a little bit down. This ATR can contract. It's crazy right now. It's crazy to be accurate. Really crazy to be accurate. It's very difficult because the market is totally irrational. So we want to be very defensive today. You're probably best just sitting out watching. If the volatility suppresses, you might have a trade. I don't have a bias today, bullish or bearish bias. To be honest with you, I don't think a lot of people know what's going on today. Wall Street split. I was watching Bloomberg just earlier today. I was watching Bloomberg, and a lot of economists are split. The Fed is split. Half of the Fed guys are saying they're going to cut rates, and half of them are saying that no, they're happy to wait until next year. So, uncertainty. 50-50 is not where the market likes to be. Market likes certainty. Market does not like uncertainty. And that is reflecting right now in the markets. You can see the swings are crazy. So I think if we were going to take a trade today, it's probably best to just wait, let the volatility suppress a little bit, let it calm down. Because even if we get to this pivot, it's likely to probably overshoot because it's just irrational. Even if we get down here, it's probably likely to overshoot. So if we get a trade within the first 30 minutes, you've got a 2-minute ATR of 100 right now. That is, 100-point stop. You might as well trade with 1/3 of the size if you're going to keep a 100-point stop. So if you're trading within the first 30 minutes, the ATR on 2-minute candle is 100. So your stop, ideally, to be honest, has to be 100 points. And your TP has to be 100 points. So if you catch something from here, from 70, you literally have to go to like 170. That'll be your take profit. 100-point stop will be all the way down to here. 971. That would be a stop. This is your entry that we can actually pull up. Long position from here. How many points is that? That doesn't look right. Okay, target. 100 points to the upside. 100 point to the downside, 1-to-1. If we're going to take a short, you'd have to have a 100-point stop, honestly. The volatility is that high. Yeah, so from one gamma level to another gamma level, it's roughly 100 points, so that makes sense, right? That's kind of the two trades I'm looking at. I'm not interested in trading anything in the middle here. So not interested in taking anything in the middle. Just either here or here. Long to here or short to here. What about you guys? Any trades? Any trades, guys? Sorry, I haven't shown you the right screen once again. This switching screens is crazy as well. If the market blows through this, then your next short has to be up here. Target 100 points. Stop would have to be 100 points. Yep, that's it, guys. Yep, PTSD. I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel, K-Dog. I feel the same. I honestly feel the same. This is a crazy, crazy market. It's best to just sit out. It's a very difficult market to trade. If Wall Street are confused, then who are we? Right? That's the way you got to think about it. Let's see, QQQ, half cap support, QQQ. Do I trust it? Probably not. I'm not gonna long half cap today. SPX support is all the way down at 6,500. SPY is still not reached half gap. Yes, wants to come down. Man. Bitcoin is starting to recover. Big rally on Bitcoin at the open. Lots of volatility in crypto right now. So anybody trading crypto could capitalize on this volatility. Look at this move. That's a 5% move in Bitcoin. That's a strong buyback. That's a really strong buyback on Bitcoin. Went down to 80k. Starting to recover. Altcoins are still getting smashed from the face of this fucking planet. It's absolutely crazy. Again, look at this. Another choppy open, just like yesterday. Remember yesterday when we got that choppy open? And then push. Fucking, it's like somebody got shot. And it just went bang. That was crazy. I haven't seen anything like that in a long time, man. 1,000-point drop like that. And you got people on X trying to be heroes. Think, you know, we caught this drop, yeah. Nah, man. Yeah, same kind of price action. Market will probably decide the direction. What time did that happen yesterday? The drop. 10:45. So an hour later. So maybe we chop around again and then market decides the direction. It's trying to rally from half gap. Overshot the half gap, but it's trying to rally. So yeah, staying patient. If we're going to take a trade in a volatile market, Don't chase. There's no need to chase. You will get your setup. Tell yourself this. In an irrational market, you will get whatever you want. Whatever pivot you want, you're going to get. That's what irrational markets do. We are below zero gamma, so we are in a negative gamma environment right now. Market is totally irrational under zero gamma level. SPX is way under the gamma level as well. Market is completely irrational. VIX is too high. Let's see if there's anybody else. PMI in a minute. In 1 minute we got PMIs coming, and then we got the Michigan at 10. So maybe the market is probably waiting for that news. Yeah. VIX is climbing again. Three setups, guys. I'm only interested in 3 setups today. I have my game plan marked. 2 shorts, 1 here, 1 here, 1 long. That's it. 1 account each. I have 3 accounts, 3 challenge accounts. I will take 1 setup per account, and yeah, we'll have to see. These probably, if we get the long first, then the shorts are probably going to come in the PM, because you're not going to, I don't expect the market to just rally in like 1 hour all the way to the top. And never say never, but you know, we did it yesterday, but is it going to happen again? That's, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I was set up to the downside. Market's looking bearish. Like I said, ES level I'm looking at, if it closes today below 65.71 and NQ closes below 24.110 was my level on that, right? So if it currently closes where it is, I will go as far as say we're in a bear market. So you want to be 50-50 at that point with your trades. Don't discount longs, even in a bear market. We will still continue to look for a long trade. Okay, we're coming down now aggressively. Remember, if you come into this setup, size down, 100-point stop. That's what we're going to do here. Selling off quite heavily. Like I said, this is the type of day is when you want a setup, you will get a setup. QQQ is right at hedge pressure. SPY is trying to close the gap. QQQ's closed the gap. Bouncing now from value area low and a hedge pressure level. Really nice bounce there. Didn't take that trade. Looking for a bit lower. Staying patient. I'll be patient here. I will be patient. Look at the volume spike at hedge pressure. And these hedge pressure levels are guaranteed volume. You're guaranteed to see volume at these hedge pressure levels. Now it's ripping. Maybe that was the dip to buy. QQQ was at hedge pressure. You can see this. Look at this. QQQ was at hedge pressure. NQ was at the value area low. And we have a hedge pressure level here. The only thing is ES didn't. And SPX didn't either. It had a smaller head pressure level here. Maybe I missed that trade. Maybe that's all it wanted and now we're going to rally higher. It is what it is. We are going to miss setups today. Market is really, really irrational. So today is the type of day you're going to miss setups, you're going to get smoked, you're going to literally enter, there's going to be people scalping this, trying to be heroes. Scalping, this is a very difficult market to scalp because literally you enter a trade, you're down 10 points, 15 points, 20 points, you're down within literally 2 seconds. So this is a difficult market to trade, guys. A good luck to any scalpers. I don't know how scalpers are trading this. The tape is moving at 100 miles per hour right now. And a fast tape is a sign of an irrational market. 118 orders just got filled on the long side. So it's starting to look bullish. 105 more orders. Yeah, big buying coming in on the tape. Look at this on the tape. I'll show you guys. Watch the tape on this top left. Watch the size of the orders coming in. Or they're getting absorbed. Big orders just got filled. If we don't continue higher and we get slapped down, you know they're trapped. A lot of delta, you can see the delta here. A lot of bullish delta. This candle is crucial. Otherwise, if we start coming back down, that's a trap. Tape is now getting bearish. Yeah, stalling. Tape is stalling. Once that stalls, generally a sign of a reversal. Yeah, big shorts coming in. Look at the tape. All that red. Big orders. A decent size orders, not huge, but decent size orders. Now they're trying to, 37 shorts coming in. They're absorbing shorts now, or trying to absorb them. I mean, this book is not even, this is not a big book, right? That's why we're slicing through levels. Look at this. These are not huge orders. They're not big orders. Right? 134, 94, 100, right? All these big orders, they're either reloading the DOM, the offer's getting reloaded, or there's a lot of icebergs because it's not making a lot of sense. These are big orders that are either getting absorbed or there's icebergs absorbing these orders. Yeah, it's getting bullish. Really bullish now, the order flow. Some shorts trying to attempt to find some resistance. We've got a little bit of a heavy selling cluster here in the DOM. that should resist. Well, it looks like a choppy session. That was not a long I was comfortable taking, even though it worked out. I was looking for a little bit lower price. Come and fill a little bit of this. Maybe come into here and fill a little bit of this imbalance. And drop this down here to a 5 minute. I thought, it'll come down and fill a little bit of this 5 minute imbalance candle. This was the pump when the Fed guy was speaking. So I thought the market is likely to come and test a little bit of that imbalance in that candle. In a normal market, that value area low would have been a decent setup. But yeah, we're ripping now. Just took out the highs. ES doing. ES hasn't taken out the high yet. SPY's trying to rally. QQQ's rallying. Got some hedge pressure on QQQ coming up here. SPX got a nice bounce off this smaller hedge pressure. But again, a very choppy kind of open, just like yesterday. Hey Melanie, how are you? You changed your name? What's going on? What's going on with your username? That is not something I want to pronounce or even attempt to pronounce. I have a bad cold today, but I'm gonna try and get through the stream. It's YouTube. Yours is still the same, K-Dog. It still says K-Dog. It's only Melanie's that's changed. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I am effed. Bitcoin is starting to rip. 67.40. Yeah, my mum was, she wasn't well, so I think she's passed the virus to me. And I already suffer from allergies as it is, so combining allergies with a flu or a cold, whatever you want to call it, is not the best combination. I wake up sniffing all the time, runny nose. Just generally because of allergies. It starts to get better during the day, but today, yeah, no sign of any recovery from the cold. This feels like more of a flu that I've got. You changed your name, Melanie, right? Did you change your username? Man, I feel like when they do again pick a direction today, it's gonna just explode. What do you guys think? So for some reason, it's giving me PTSD, this thing. Because of yesterday. Consolidation, and then it picked a direction and just went boop. Slam. So you get consolidation, it picks the direction and does that again, or it does this. Imagine. Yeah, we got PTSD, man, from yesterday. That was a rough session. Problems air conditioning. I don't think so. I had my air filter. The filters changed in the air conditioning just a couple of months back, so I think the air conditioning is all right. Your son wanting to watch stuff, yeah. So why did you change your name if your son wanting to watch something? What's wrong with having your name on YouTube? You know, your YouTube name was your name, right? It wasn't. It's not like you had a username called Bikini Body or something, or you know, you wanted to hide that from your son. What do you think? You have 2 accounts. But it has to fill gaps above and it will go up and trap shorts. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but it doesn't have to happen today. I told you, remember last Friday, everybody was bearish because we had a bearish week, and then Friday ripped people a new arsehole, right? So it could happen again. People are very bearish. That is true. It has a lot of imbalances. Look at these imbalances. Let me show you. Look at this. I haven't seen a profile. This is called a double distribution on the not even, I don't know what to call this. Usually you see a lot more volume. Let me just put in the volume as well with this. There is no volume here. Kind of. You started seeing some consolidation volume here. Yeah, so this is what we call double distribution. All this in the middle is a complete imbalance profile, and the point of control still at the top. All this in green is single prints. We've had PMI, guys. You guys need to alert me sometimes. What's happened? $54.8 on the S&P, so that's better than expected. Manufacturing comes in a bit lower. S&P services comes in higher, so services looks all right. Consumer expectations come in lower than forecast. Consumer expectations sentiment 51 compared to, that's bullish. Why is the market selling off on that news? That's weird. Yeah, 50-point wick. Bro, there's 2-minute ATIs, like average right now is 62. Yeah, the market's just tanking, man. If it comes here, I'll take it. That'll be my first long of the day, or first trade of the day. Let's see what happens. It's either a 100-point win or a 100-point stop. In a bear market, always tell yourself whatever you think, or whatever you want, whatever pivot you want, you're gonna get. Okay, got some exhaustion, a little bit of exhaustion on the order flow. Let's see, yes. QQQ's losing head pressure. Yeah, this is a bit too late now. I was hoping to come a little bit lower, just a little bit lower. Can we do it? There's a lot of orders stacked on the buy side, if you see. I've got all these orders stacked. Are they going to trade through them? Okay, I'm just going to go long here.
Order filled.
So I longed here. I'm going to have to adjust the stop now. I longed 129. Poor entry, really poor entry, but I'm seeing the book getting reloaded for the bulls here. So my stop will be near my entry. I have to leave in 45 minutes, yeah. So take profit is going to be all the way up there. Looking decent so far. We're trapping a lot of shorts. Getting rejected at the point of control. It looks good. It looks really good. We're completely absorbing shorts right now. Shorts are coming in and completely getting absorbed. Look at that candle. Look at all the negative delta. Yet the price is moving higher. This is what you call a short squeeze. Yeah. $80 points so far. Squeezing the hell out of these shorts now. 85, 88. Yeah, they're absolutely squeezing them to death now. Off that head pressure level. Okay, I'll take her off there.
Order filled.
Okay, that was a decent setup, decent trade. Made about 290 on that. 300 off that one. Yeah, crazy stuff. 100-point bounces, man, they're insane. Literally, how long did that take? 2 minutes? 4 minutes? Not even 4 minutes, right? 2 minutes. VIX is still elevated. Still choppy, to be honest. That would have been that's an A plus in a normal market. But I can't tell you that's an A plus in a market like this. Even though that was a decent trade, I'll be completely transparent. It was completely a 50-50. Yeah, we did long from a decent place. We waited, we were patient, but in an environment like this, you're gonna get what you want. Yesterday, those would have kept going down. Yeah, but the thing is, don't forget this sell-off happened after the first hour. Right? It was still choppy up until then, just like it is now. But today is chopping to the downside. So my feeling is it's chopping to the downside, and the real move is going to be to the upside. Nonetheless, look, we long from the right place. So we had a setup, we had a pre-market game plan, and we sized down, kept our size small. We increased the stop loss. So we did everything we could from a trader's perspective. So another 220, and we see where it goes. After the first hour, yeah, I think it's going to pick a direction. Not guaranteed. We could still chop around for another an hour after that. There's no guarantee it's going to pick a direction. But it highly likely is, because the volatile nature of the market. Sooner or later, it's going to pick a direction. And if you were trading a real cash account, you could size down, go right down, and if you catch the direction right, you could probably get the full move and let it ride all day. Or you'd have to size down heavily. So yeah, look at that. TP in the right place. Basically took my my take profit, and it's now starting to tank again. So that was a good one. I'll take this off now. Our trade is done now for me. I'm not going to long this again. Even though it might hold, because there's going to be a lot of exposure here. We're in a negative gamma environment. These pivots could overshoot very easily, because market makers are going to sell futures into this support. And this doesn't reverse until these options by traders, you and me, start closing these positions. And they will close these positions later, likely when they're in profits. So if you and me bought a put option here, our put option is a bearish position on the market, and once that put goes in the money, then likely those traders will close those positions, right? And then the market makers, they can close their futures short positions, and then the market will snap back. Yesterday, we also had negative gamma. Market makers kept selling. We didn't have live options order flow, because if you had the live options order flow, I bet 99% that day traders were buying more and more puts on the market yesterday. That's why the market just kept going down and down and down. Sizing down is underrated, says K-Dog. Yes, sir. Sizing down is very underrated. If you have not traded a bear market before, then you won't know how to adjust your size, right? You won't know how to adjust it. If you've only traded one side of the market, if you only traded a bull market, then you're used to low volatility. But in bear markets, you have to size down. You don't have a choice. Otherwise, you have, especially with prop firm accounts, you have 2,000 drawdown. Even if you hit 5 contracts, 5 micros, you've only got 200 points of wiggle room to play with, right? If you go one mini, I know a lot of traders, they use one mini during evals. You've literally got 100 points. And right now with the volatility, 100 points is 4 minutes. So you can blow an account in 4 minutes. So you're forced to learn the hard way if you haven't traded a bear market before. Fortunately, I have had experience of trading bear markets. So in the bear market, I was sizing down. I was trading real money, sizing down. Real money, sizing down. Prop firms is a new thing. Before I was trading real money and I was sizing way down. So VIX is still elevated, very elevated. Let's see, during the 2022, VIX was really elevated. If you put a moving average on there, it would have been over at least 25 majority of the time. So majority of the time during that bear market, if I put a line on there, would have been above 26, which is absolute nuts, right? So I've been through this. It will be a weird Friday. Don't want to have a bad weekend. Feelings will settle through the week. Yeah. You'll get through it, dude. This is a tough environment to trade. VIX, this is a very tough environment. Traders stay out. They want to trade this. Nice bull market. That's what people want to trade. This is totally irrational, my friend. You want to be on defense, right? Just like a football team. You want to be defense, right? This is the time to be offense, right? You know American football, offense, defense. We play the real football, which you call soccer. We have a defense and we have an offense. Parking the bus in football, yeah. Jose Mourinho parking the bus. This is the area we have to park the bus. Bus time. This is Mourinho. This is Pep Guardiola right here. This is Pep. This is where you step on it. This is Jose. That's Jose Mourinho right there as well. My team is Manchester United. You're going to say the shit. Great. We have great history. And they give me a great childhood, dude. Under our father, Sir Alex. He gave me a great childhood. So I am a lifelong Manchester United supporter. Bitcoin starting to pull back. NQ starting to pull back. Really bearish order flow. 30 minutes. After the retest, you're going to go short. Yeah. Yeah, well, it gave me some profits and then it reversed, so I will say that's decent trade management right there, right? Recognizing the ACR recognizing the volatility, knowing that I had to adjust stop, had to adjust TPs. Not bad. But I do not fancy doing anything here. QQQ is losing major hedge. SPX probably wants to come down all the way to 6,500. I can see SPX around here, and then maybe it gets to rally in the PM or something like this. Maybe. Yeah, so this is still, this hedge level is still holding. Value area lows right here, previous day lows here. So it's an important support level here. And those futures, short futures contracts, they're going to start closing those, the market makers, if these options are removed by the day traders. $10 minutes to close it. What do you mean by that, K-Dog? 10 minutes to close it, eh? And we continue. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean. You mean the options? The options, dude. Some traders are going to close if they're in profits, and some are going to continue holding. We don't know. First hour will be in 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, we could get the direction after the first hour. Right now, the market is moving to the downside. It might trap all these shorts, right? Shorts are exuberant right now. Think about the psychology, right? Shorts are really exuberant, just like longs are so excited up here yesterday. Oh, yeah. Traders have short-term memory, right? Longs is really exuberant up here. Nvidia earnings blew. Great guidance. Everybody was long. Market's a psychological game. That's not to say we're not going to continue down, but I'm just telling you there's another side to it as well that you have to always think about. Nothing. I'll wait for 10 a.m. because this is the first 30-minute candle. This is the second 30-minute candle. This is the 10 a.m. candle. NQ guidance. Let's see what happens after the first hour. We've got 10 minutes. I am just going to take a small break. Get myself some coffee, guys. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. That level is a key level, is holding. Ripped. A lot of delta coming in. Trying to trap again, the shorts. Shorts are trying to trap. Market latency problems right now on ATAS. Coming back down, complete uncertainty. What is going on with ATAS today? Let me see. Okay, it's back. Right. Yeah, completely uncertain direction. Well, the general direction so far is to the downside. We can clearly see that since the open. On the 30-minute candle, we are bearish. Let's see yesterday. Yeah, kind of the same thing yesterday as well. Yeah, this is not looking good for the market, or Bitcoin's trying to pull back again. Altcoins continue to get smashed. It's just completely choppy, uncertain traders. Yeah, every index is the same. Volatility is spiking. Yeah, not looking good. Delta in favor of the bears. Clearly. A lot of shorts. A lot of excitement on the bear side. The next 30-minute candle is coming in 1 minute. That could surprise. The new hourly candle. We have a lot of shorts in the order flow right now. A lot of shorting. A lot of spoofing as well from the bids. Here we go with a new candle. Trying to sell. Do they want to sweep the low and then reverse? Who knows? There are some shorts trapped. Yep, some shorts are trapped. Look at that volume. Look at this volume at the bottom. But shorts are trying to come in again. Now all the volume is at the top. You see the volume? That's the volume point of control in this candle. It's all at the top now. They're trapped. It's all bulls trapped at the high. So even though we're seeing some volume here, on the short side, the majority of the volume is still to the top. Now the volume shifted. So if this doesn't continue down, then we have potential to trap a lot of shorts. We shall see. Or the shorts are going to get rewarded. But we could have a squeeze. We could have a squeeze on our hands today. Got me a fresh haircut today. Yeah, fresh haircut. Fridays is generally the day that I get my haircut. Ready for the weekend. You know, as when I used to work as an employee, I used to love weekends. But as a trader, I hate weekends. As a trader, I can't wait for the weekend to be over. And get back to trading, making some money. Because we're not making money on weekends, are we? Well, I heard there were some talks about opening the market for 7 days a week. Not sure how that's going to work. I'd assume it's probably going to be like the crypto market where volume is really low on the weekend. Thanks, Melanie. Thanks for the compliments. When you have kids you love working, yeah, I bet. Children are not easy work. I have nephews. And I watch them grow up. And it's not been the easiest thing in the world. They're easy, says K-Dog. K-Dog just wants to spread his seed and create some wonderful human beings. Big party. Melanie wants to have a party with K-Dog. A kids party. ATR in a 5 minute is 98. Wild stuff, guys. Wild stuff. Look at this book. This is not a big book. You see this? This is not a big book. It's a very thin book. If this price holds, there's got to be some icebergs. Play date. K-Dog's looking for a play date with Melanie. Kids partying. I'll definitely not be at that. So we are 1 hour into market open and we are selling. Looks like market is picking a direction, and that direction is to the downside. So one long will be here, back up. How far down that is, I don't know, but I did do some bigger analysis of where the market might want to go, and I have value area low right here, so I am going to mark this level. I'll put a box around here. I'll put a box here. Because I think that's where it's coming next. If it comes into this box on SPX is at 6600, that'll be an opportunity to go long here. So let's put in a potential setup. Something along those lines. Yep, there we go. There's the box. In here. Should find support here. You never know though. Trade it back higher. But I want SPX to come down here before I attempt anything. Again, it's not going to be, this is not an A+ setup. We're in negative gamma, high VIX. So not an A+, but we can have a go at it. As if it's going to be a 50-50 again. Keep our size small. This is another 250 point drop though. Yeah, that's a big drop. You reach a small support. What's the small support? Yeah, there's a lot of order stacks for NQ here. Not massive, but are they going to do a double bottom or triple bottom? K-Dot likes his triple bottoms. He likes this. He likes the Tory. Is the Tory going to hold? The Tory's going to hold this market, guys. I'm telling you, the Tory's going to hold the market. ES is holding the Tory. NQ broke the Tory. Tory broke. Well, it held though. It held here. Got a big bounce. It looks like they're going to sweep that liquidity. That's an obvious one. We know what you're trying to do, market. You're trying to sell. And come under this low. Where is SPX? That is another 0.4% to the downside. we shall see. Trying to bounce, double, triple bottom, or double bottom, whatever you want to call it. Double bottoms can support, but I don't trade double bottoms unless I have confluence, and I don't have any confluence at this double bottom apart from a small hedge pressure level, but that's not really a level of major interest. But there is bouncing and getting bullish. Look at the delta coming in. Look at this thing. Look at this dude. Buyers trying to take this price higher, but it looks like I've seen this tape before. They tried to rally, get everybody bullish, and then it smashed down again. These orders are right at the low, waiting to be filled. Now we don't know if these orders that are stacked are take profit orders, because limit orders are take profit orders. So anybody shorting them there, they might have their take profit orders here, or are they new orders? Are the new long orders waiting to be filled? We don't know. Let's see if we're going to get a lot of stop losses being triggered under the low. There's not that many stop losses under these lows, believe it or not, even though ICT tells you there's going to be a ton of orders here. You won't see that much in the order flow. And now we don't know if they're new shorts or stop losses. There could be new shorts. But you can see from the order flow here, look at how much volume there is at the tip of this candle. Now they're trying to squeeze them out and getting bullish. It's a big bounce, very big bounce. 936 all the way to, yeah, that's like an 80-point bounce so far on the double bottom. I'll be back for power hour. I have lamp to walk with the kids. Okay, all right, take care, money. See you probably in smooth stream. I'll see you there. Good luck. Well, I'm probably going to wrap this stream up in about 15 minutes myself. One, because this flu isn't going anywhere, and two, really, to be honest, this is not the type of day to be trading, in my opinion. See you, Melanie. Take care. Double bottoms produced a massive spike. Some traders will short this now from here, from this level. There's a potential short from here back down to take the low. There is a potential short. I'm not going to take it because my short levels were higher, so they're not part of my original plan. But you can see it's clearly resisting here. Moving back down. Longs getting really excited. The book is. Then there's a lot of liquidity from the short side here. Look at this. Look at this dude. Look at the amount of orders on the DOM here on the short side. So they could get up there, fetch that liquidity. And that's a lot of delta. Look at the delta on this candle. That would be a lot of stop losses. Everybody shorting here. They got their ass handed to them. There's when you see scattered delta like that, usually a sign of stop losses. Bookmap actually, I don't know how they do it. They show stop losses, so they can differentiate between stop losses and new orders. I don't know how they're doing it. But yeah, they're trying to squeeze shorts again. Look, the bottom of this candle. How many shorts? There's 181 short contracts. That's a big boy getting squeezed now. Squeeze them. Yeah, they're squeezing the hell out of that guy now. 181 contract short. And he's getting smashed. He is getting smashed. Yeah, I still can't get above the gamma level. If they reclaim the value area low, this may turn bullish, head higher. Until then, I don't think there's a high chance of that happening yet, but it could. They're trying to squeeze the hell out of them, and there's a lot of liquidity stacked up there. I wonder if he feels it. What are you talking about, K-Dog? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Well, these levels always produce volume, man. These gamma levels always produce volume. High spikes in volume. The big fella with the shorts. Yeah. 180 contracts. That's NQ contracts as well. Minis. 180 minis. That's a big position, right? Yeah, it'll be a big fund. It'll be a big fund. He might add more. Maybe those orders, those limit orders are his too. He was shorting and then he had more protection. So he added more shorts higher. Just in case the market goes higher, he wants to fill. So that could be an idea. Now right now he's getting squeezed to hell. His short was at basically 24k, and we're 100 points above that. So 100 points on 190 contracts, was it? Let's see. Let me check that again. 180 contracts. And I don't know what the math is for that. For even one mini, that would be, for one mini on 100 points, that's $2,000, right? $2,000. The $2,000. Check this. $2,000 times 180. That's $360,000 in the hole right now. That's pretty crazy. And he's continuing to get squeezed. Continuing to get squeezed here. Maybe this is the candle to reverse price to the upside now for the day. Who knows? Selling, 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 selling. I'll open, then squeeze everybody. Push it to the upside. Who knows? This is resistance. Again, like I said, this area here acting as big resistance. Yeah, they're slamming it again. Starting to slam again. Crazy, crazy selling. Yeah, they're bringing it right back down. Got bolt excited again. Let's see how many bulls. Yeah, a lot of positive delta getting stuck at the top. Another big order just came in. Wow. 116 contracts short. That level is also the VWAP. Let's pull an anchored VWAP and see where that is. From the high. Yeah, a major resistance. Look at that. This is major resistance. If they get above it, that would be a really bullish sign, but nothing at the moment. Bitcoin again is absolutely collapsing. Altcoins getting decimated. Market is in collapse mode. Complete collapse mode, guys. Yeah, this is really strong resistance. Value area low. You've got the gamma level. You've got the anchored VWAP right there. Not going to be an easy place to get through. They're trying though. I think if that flips, it could be a positive sign for the bulls. Look at Sui. Wow. Link, everything getting destroyed. Wow, man. This is nuts. Absolute nuts. Wow. 30% since the 10th of November. This is crazy. Trump coin down as well. Bitcoin is just totally collapsing, man. The anchored VWAP on Bitcoin is at 104. So when the bounce does come, it's probably going to be a big bounce. They're trying to get through the level. Order flow looking very bullish. It's all positive delta. Really, really nice delta. But this is the type of delta that gets trapped. And because they're starting to fade. And they're trying to reverse now. Another rejection at that level. Yeah, that's a very key level. Very, very key level. Unable to get past it so far. Rejection multiple times. Nice buyback from the bulls. Really nice. Not getting rewarded. Let's see the, yeah, a lot of delta up here. Potentially get trapped. This is really, really bullish sign. Only if we can go higher. And right now that's not happening. Now you hear the music. How is the music? Is it too loud or is it okay? It's good. Okay, cool. How about now? The music's still playing, even when I switch screens. Keep it on this screen. Is it playing? Let me know. Right now, rejection, 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 rejection from that key level. Still going, yeah. Cool. I think it's a decent track that I have on with the music. Need a little bit of music in the stream. They're trying to hold price. Bulls are trying here. Bitcoin is completely collapsing. ETH is not as badly smashed today, but man, the altcoins are getting smashed. ETH went down to 2,600. I have this this box on ETH. It's just provided support many times here. Look, support here, support here. Waiting for another touch of this. Maybe we can get a nice bounce on ETH. Getting really oversold on the RSI as well. So that could be an opportunity for a swing trade on ETH. I'd like to see it come down here, consolidate a little bit, and then push higher. That's kind of what I want to see on ETH. How's gold doing today? Dixie is up again. Looks like Dixie has bottomed for this cycle. 10 years is down. Oil's down. The Dow Jones is that real? Dow Jones is green? Wow. Gold is consolidating. Yeah. I don't think the bull market is over for gold. I think if we get a bear market in equities, gold could get a move higher and then down. RTY is bouncing today. That's surprising. Nice little bounce on RTY, huh? All right. Complete divergence on the index today. So the Tory on ES were held. Got a big bounce on the Tory. But this doesn't look good. This looks like it's gonna trickle down and then just get the big spike down. That's kind of what I'm expecting. On NQ. Yeah, it's starting to give out. That would have been a decent short. Over 100 points. So that trade would have been like this. £100 up here. And all the way down. So let's see if that would have, if I had taken that short trade from here, I would have been in drawdown. I would have had 36 point drawdown, but my stop would have been 100 points, way up there, and my TP is down here. So let's see if that will hit. Because this, like I said to you, that resistance is very, very strong. Order flow is now very bearish. Yeah, they're gonna squeeze these longs. Look at the longs. Look at this dude. A big boy up here. 190. He was longing this. These guys are longing the same level. 90. 190 contracts, 111 contracts, 163 contracts. But we can see it from the colors. Big longs. See the volume spike in that candle, or the volume spike here. Yeah, pretty much would have got this TP, huh? Pretty much would have got that TP. Continuation down, just a continuation down. Yeah, I would have got that TP. That would have been nice, but anyways. Just lower highs. Yeah, even from a market structure perspective, lower highs. No change in market structure. To get a change in market structure, we have to get above there to change direction. That will be your first clue that we're changing directions, if we can get above this high from a market structure perspective. Don't look like that's happening anytime soon. And that was a double bottom. This is going to be a triple bottom now. It's probably not going to hold though. They're probably going to slam this down. Let me see what kind of a low they put in on TPO. It's okay-ish. It's not a bad low. Bouncing again. A lot of people shorting down there, getting trapped. New 30-minute candle just open as well. They're trying to trap him now. Now this might get bullish. A lot of shorts just open. Lot of negative delta there. At that low. Look at this. Look at this, dude. These guys are asking to get squeezed, huh? Look at them. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Oh man. Oh man. Look at this shit, dude. Look at these idiots just shorting like crazy. Oof, man. I'm just zooming in to see how many orders there were. Crazy. They're getting squeezed. The candle's so red. Look at the delta. This is what we call delta divergence. What idiots, huh? Shorting the lows. Wanting that breakout trade. And they're getting their fucking face ripped off right now. Dirty little bears. Shorting 950s. You dirty little bears. You're getting your ass handed to you right now. What if this is trying to form a low? I've seen this story play out before. Points, squeeze to the upside. Can we get past here? Or are we just gonna consolidate in here, put in lows and then move in the PM session to the upside? That's a possibility. Or we're going to sweep and then do something like this and then go. Anything is possible here. This is how bottoms are formed though. That's such a crazy volatile nature of this market. It's very difficult to predict. Yeah, you see that? That was such a strong resistance, man. QQQ was at hedge pressure. NQ was at hedge pressure and the anchored VWAP. Then we also had, look at this dude, look at this dude. QQQ is our head pressure, NQ is our head pressure, and anchored VWAP. Then we had all these trap balls at the top there. Yeah, that would have been a nice short trade. Yeah, they're squeezing the shit out of these fucking bears right now. Bears are getting squeezed like hell. I'm getting rejected again from resistance. The market does like these W patterns. It loves W patterns, you know. Like this. Loves pointing lows like W lows. We've got so much gamma exposure at the top. Maybe this reverses, man. Maybe this reverses. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get this anytime soon. Market's probably going to chop this area for a while. Chopperoo right now. But still bearish. Because it's just lower highs after lower highs. Yes, same thing. Look at this. Whew. Nice little slide down. Has to get above here and change market structure. Same with NQ. It's not far. That would be your first sign of a market structure shift. Trying. Did you long the double bottom, K-Dog? I bet you did, huh? I bet you got a piece of this. You would not be able to resist this. I know you did. I know you long this. Especially when you saw those trap traders on the order flow. I know you went long. Rejection again, same place. Oof. Longs again. Getting really exuberant. Every time we get into resistance, longs step in and get absorbed. PTSD. Yeah. Not an easy day to longer today, especially after what happened yesterday. It's going to take a brave man to long this market. But if SPX gives me that pivot, I'm going to go for it. Just hits it at small size. Take the gamble. RTY is ripping, dude. Small caps is ripping based off some excitement on rate cuts, but crypto's not following, which is strange. Bitcoin going to point in another low. That's crazy. Yeah, altcoins are getting really hammered today. They were holding up all right yesterday, but today they're getting smashed. No, I'm waiting for a bounce on crypto. Everything's severely oversold here, so we could get a nice bounce up here, and then I'll get out. It looks really scary, but that's usually when it bounces. Look at how oversold Bitcoin is right now on the RSI, at 20. So Bitcoin can rally back up. Do 101, that should take altcoins with it, and then continuation of the bear market in the new year. NQ ripping. Maybe starts ripping for the rest of the day, huh? All the way back up. Maybe. Still struggling to get past that resistance though. I don't want to see a comprehensive close above these highs. So at least a spike to point of control, then something like this, not just a wick above and then collapse. You want to see a nice strong move out and then something like this. All right, now it's getting rejected from the same spot. Yeah, getting smashed down again. Oof. Wow. This time you saw exhaustion and absorption at the same time. Now look at the order flow here, right? This candle, you got a lot of positive delta up here, and then if this was going to continue higher, you would have to see more aggressive orders. You didn't get it. There was exhaustion here at that candle, so there's nobody else willing to bid this higher. So these got absorbed, all these longs, and then these tapped out. They got exhausted, and now we're reversing. Yeah, I'm just going to protect my accounts today. I'm not going to trade this. SPX has got a long way down to go if it wants to give me that pivot. This is just a slow bleed down today. Could just continue selling off for the rest of the day. But yeah, man, I think I'm going to protect capital today. Probably just go relax. I'll jump into smooth stream in a bit, and yeah, come back fresh on Monday. Try and shake off this cold flu thing I've got, and yeah, cook some dinner time. Come back Monday fresh. Let's see what happens on Monday. But I'll be in smooth stream, and I'll catch you in there, K-Dog. Yeah, take care. And anybody else in there, take care. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next stream on Monday. Peace.